Abusian for native for hire for 1G channel first time advance so I need no book and so now I subscribe my 7 news be no she be a notification phone so no be shafin so my fit be shama down for so any beauty for me and can some thing in him sending a parliament betenase na right now is speaking on a speaker and baby nyambe drew the bank in him say under all Rebecca all the caucus on both the minority caucus both the majority caucus no any independent candidate for you also made report and because and then a speaker and baby a report and no campo meet the press no campo no and they can say and no mabishia. So as we speak right now, no and none of the NPP MPs for being a day and report or a Ghana Parliament. I dare say I did more remipa, but right now we speaking in the majority right now at the form majority MP NDC MPs at so more. The audio menu a kasa to force no and a CID. Yawa going on also our parliament or any ni NDC amanyo kumnyina de or what say omobo shilepa because munya wa the majority side but man the minority side ni de ade hu MPP MPP aho na parliament kwampo both inside and outside nyina no MPP MPP ni want say wa report here yenim so me boss almost about stage workout to and then the obi ni ma say report e ban say obi ni wa de wa ba say ade se more me pa kamene nkohwe nsema ekọ ye ba ne de nkomo twena de atoazo
company of their leader Kesi to forcing since then a couple more have joined the NDC a couple more of their members have joined them. I've seen member of parliament for South Dai who is also here. Lejakuku MP Ayiko has also joined his side. From the last we spoke, there were about 15 of them, but now you can confidently say the number has gone up to about 20 or 25 of them. And as they mentioned to me earlier, they have gone to sit on the right-hand side of the speaker, which indicates that they still insist on being the majority side of the House. We are yet to hear what the speaker's directive will be on this case. But what we know from his engagement with the media yesterday is that he recused himself from making a pronouncement on the decision, right? According to him, it's not within his jurisdiction to decide on who is the majority or the minority side of the House. So the members of parliament on the NDC side are here. Some of them are being have cladded themselves with Ghana flags. Member of parliament for Whole West, Emmanuel Bedra, have also spotted him here, has also joined really. And very shortly we get the indication that a lot more of their colleagues are expected to join, after which they'll wait for the arrival of the speaker, then parliament can commence.
All right, Jude, before you went into the chamber, did you spot any of the NDC parliamentarians outside? Or they're still not in?
You mean the MPP?
No, the MPP, yes, the MPP.
So like I rightly said, none of the MPP members of parliament have been spotted in the chamber or within the precincts of the conference center. None of them have been seen anywhere here. It's mainly just the members of parliament for the National Democratic Congress, the NDC, who are currently here in the precincts and in the chamber.
All right. Cool.
All right, thank you very much, Jude. As things progress, I'm sure you'll bring us further updates. All right, so thank you very much. That was Jude Duncan bringing us updates from within the chamber of parliament. Yeah.
It is going to be an interesting day, Kuku.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting day because the last time Parliament had a sitting, we saw this happening where the NDC members of Parliament sat on the majority side and the NPP decided to stage a walkout. So because of that, nothing really went on in Parliament. And today we've seen the same. They are there early enough to go occupy seats on the majority side as they are assuming position of the majority. We are waiting to see the entry of the MPP members of parliament and then see what goes on after that or subsequently how the atmosphere there will turn out. But I hope that is a very peaceful one. I really hope so.
Well, I mean, the main thing is that Parliament needs to sit. Parliament needs to conduct business.
Right.
We cannot continue in this manner where for weeks on end there's no proper progress in terms of the laws that need to be made, the laws that need to be passed, bills that need to be, perused and discussed and all of that. The work needs to go on, and so we can't continue in this manner for much longer. And of course, as things are heating up, election 2024 is around the corner. These very MPs are vying, majority of them are vying to retain seats, and so on and so forth. So really, let's do right by the people of Ghana. That's what I say. Let's do right by the people of Ghana. I do understand turf wars, and the fact that everybody feels that they need to protect something, right? But at the end of the day, we should protect Ghana.
Of course.
That's ultimately the end goal. Where I don't know if anybody is doing politics for the sake of just doing politics. At the end of the day, every one of them there in the chamber, as we are looking on our screens, every single one of them there promised to serve Ghana.
Right.
Do you understand? Forget even about the oath. When they were campaigning, what was the promise that they gave us?
Exactly.
They campaigned to promise to serve Ghana. Not selfish individual parochial goals. Do you get it? So we need to grow up. MPs, Parliament in general, we need to understand that it's about Ghana. And it's not about parochial interests.
And I mean, to be passed.
Yeah.
Issues are meant to be discussed.
Yeah, so many different things.
And
for example, there's the LI 2462, which is the law, against mining in forest reserves, right? Now, they are supposed to repeal that law because so as it stands, since they have been doing this back and forth, we haven't repealed it. It means that people can feel free to mine in forest reserves.
Exactly.
And so this seriously, we need to grow up, and running a country is not child's play. So if you can't do the job, walk away, let somebody else do it. Honestly, that's what I think. Yeah. Right. So so far this morning we began on the grounds of Parliament. We went to Ni Ayuke Okai. He walked us through security protocols, all the different things that have been happening there. This was right bright early in the morning. Then he told us about the military deployment that came in to do security checks and all of that. At the time we were speaking with him, there were no military on the ground, which for me it's a good sign of proper practice of how we do things. And then we saw the marshals, we saw police security and so on and so forth. We saw members of the fire service as well, who of course are first responders when it comes to any emergency. So we saw all of that. Then at 8 o'clock, the members of the NDC caucus started trickling in. Jude Duncan then spoke with a few people as well. We spoke with Chen Chen, the Alfred Okovanda Poi. We also spoke with James Aveji Kluche. So a number of conversations went on there. They stated their position, they stated their opinion, that they're going to go into Parliament and they're going to go and sit as majority. We spoke, of course, with Emmanuel Amabua as well. So that has already happened. Then Jude proceeded to enter the Parliament chamber itself. Okay, and then, of course, we brought you images of what was happening in Parliament. Basically, just hanging around MPs from the NDC side, hanging around, chatting, bantering back and forth. And basically, they were seated on the right side of where the speaker's seat and podium are. So that's what we've brought you so far this morning.
Right.
We're looking forward to.
MPP MPs for no baku kreni wa den baku krampo aba the leader of a MPP manuko na chesa odio manim e parliament na fanyo marking so ya dey so ye den en report wo ho a enim say about 10 enim say enchana speaker man ba me so aba then so up to now no MPP MPs for enyam ba parliament then or more chain. And when I just say, ye beka, to a NDC MPs for Nibiano, at least or more now for a 1 PM kunim. And Obusa say, I didn't know Munyambai, and also not the only name the into by because and then a year house on artist or down or a speaker abambabino, a castle Munya the Embra Misha, but we name the Intiamton or Munyambaya or not, yeah. When him son of Fechichi because anyone will drive 11 hours, send a bill bit my day. Or better say a year near my pine on my bay or parliament. But as we speak right now, a year NDC Manukuna, or say the majority side, I say, and the minority side, the air, you behind to what I did more me ban. It himself ruling be a course, so baby a Jamaica as a parliament in ambition, and a beca. Kuka any allegation me by it is someone can say I might deploy some military phobia as someone search our parliament no but parliament we are no mobile and they see military be no but my sham no and your major will get to ban check once no room near the other. And this is interesting part in more me. But the far a year for your markings or the a year in some no air Supreme Court no. And this say according to NDC MP back corner so I so about pointing the egu air for your markets animals because you're near my deco Supreme Court and you're near my can or Parliament. We need in 19 hour bill done. Also, what's that be a year? Law school crampon to name Nema such a lecture. And then after the assay, why can I babble above from to the stance or say, what's that in the same way air court a Supreme Court coming good in similar to judges say, yeah, there's a blasting you back, your banner and convention.
So, yeah, you know, just about what's the time now? It's just about 8:29, so it's just shy of 8:30. So we still have an hour and a half to go before the Parliament actually begins, you know, and hopefully if the speaker comes in on time, we will begin at 10 o'clock as they've already promised us. So these are so far the updates that we have for you. We're going to take name tag still on the seat that I used the last time we were in Parliament here.
Honorable, one key thing that this session is expected to consider is the mini budget for the upcoming year. Won't these activities by lawmakers affect this particular mini budget reading, and what will be the impact should it not be read?
I don't think it will affect the budget. I think it will only delay it a bit because after elections we still have about a month to sit and that budget can be passed. It is just like I referred to you earlier. The government side are not serious. The minority side, they are not serious with their own business. If they were serious with their own business, we will not be in the chamber and the leader of the house then will rush to the Supreme Court to stay the speaker's hands in activities of Parliament. So clearly, if they had any serious business, he would have done some kind of consultations, he would have done some kind of negotiations, he would have done some kind of talking, using senior people to talk to people so that government business goes on. But he chose to go outside or to go to the Supreme Court to cause this issue. So it's self-inflicted. They did it and they are the ones to pay for it because clearly if they are serious with their business, they will be in the house to do their business. They won't run to another authority or another government arm to sort to do their business there. You can go to the Supreme Court, all right. But as a parliamentarian in this house, no any other law governs me except the standing orders of this house. And the Constitution provides for us that whatever business we are doing in this house, no one can cite us anywhere or no one can take us anywhere. We are guided by the standing orders of our house. So clearly we expected them to be in the chamber. We use our standing orders to transact business, government business that affect all of us. But because they are not serious with government business, they have gone to use another arm of government to stall the work or to stop the work of Parliament, which is their own business.
Thank you so much for your time.
I'm grateful, my brother.
So, Kweku, you heard me speak to the MP for Saboba, Joseph Nipe Bukari, on what he makes of today's proceedings and all controversies surrounding the recall of the House, the declaration of 4 seats vacant by the Speaker, Alban Bagbin. Kweku.
Yes, and thank you very much for that update there. We really appreciate it because it gives us some perspective. We're hoping that by 10 o'clock, the NPP caucus would have showed up, even if it's just a few of them, because I know in campaign season, it's hot everywhere and people are traveling and all of that. So I don't know if you've spotted anybody yet from the NPP side.
We still do not have anybody from the NPP side yet.
Okay.
It's still members of the NDC caucus who are currently here in the chamber. I have close to me here Augustine Terria. He is a member of parliament. I would engage him also briefly on what he makes of today's proceedings. Honorable, you're welcome to our live broadcast of today's parliamentary proceedings on Channel 1 TV.
Thank you.
In as much as you do not belong to the NPP caucus, I'm sure you have few friends in there. Have you had any engagement with them as to why they are not in the chamber yet?
Not on that specific issue. We've visited, everybody knew of the recall, and so we're expecting that everybody will come, we'll have everything peacefully. I drove 11 hours from Bia West in the Western North region to get to Accra last night so that I can be here. And the whole issue is we've been recalled. We have to respect the authority of the speaker to show up here. It's not 10 o'clock, so I cannot speak for the other side. However, my checks indicate some disappointing details. Number one, you will expect that the issues that are coming up are issues to be settled in a boardroom situation.
Information about trainer so for Newz too concern about NPP MPs for now up to now Ubiamba Parliament because na Speaker Van Babi I can say in Asia 7th of this month in Asia and was a meeting the press no was I can say and no message so then after the NPP MPs no including the leader of the minority na the fan your market so Unyamba Parliament Unya reported Parliament because and some job for Nibusani say why am I work majority why am I work minority no say some majority minority no be it meeting na be ope but do na yana majority for on right ye bit ma determine also on better majority this be one of the political parties no more doors or a parliament but right now you can say the NDC fokuta 136 NDC MPs and NPP force kuta 135 after say speaker Mabambe declare 4 seats I just say and they are find some coca bi mundu crowd go supreme court after markings edima court na just say this is more remain pa at the far deploy military for amako parliament I just say baby a trem no or deploy just say that day na speaker can say indefinite suspension of that day says and some military for you checks near the day na allegation me so just say and that day obi bibisa NC but my sha for na dey and e di omodwuma just say omona was on me representing Ghana ehwehwe niema obi di foreign adibi urem ade ni consult urem no ma check and omo yesa niema no parliament eni ehun sa video na se na ade interesting pa NDC MPs for ni bi so the ambulance that for your market baby no mo kan bit my den ache ya adwe comment section bit mi so ahia ma down for so nya bi ahwe higher for 1G Akroma